Ah, yes. Welcome to the Slob Show. Roker, how you doing?
Yay, yay. Well, it's holiday weekend at least.
At least. Hey, at least it's a holiday weekend.
Yes.
That's what everyone's saying. At
Yeah.
least.
When you have to cram 5 days of work into 2.5, and then Monday when you get back to work, you've got to cram, 3 days of work, 4 days of work into that Monday for all the time you missed.
Well, Roker, I have to kick off today's Slob Show with I think this is my greatest idea of all time, okay?
And
I mean,
modest too.
th- this is honestly my greatest idea, okay? You know how Red Lobster is going out of business because slobs couldn't stop eating endless shrimp?
Well, it's not their fault.
Well, they
Don't
didn't
have
have to
don't
eat
have
all the shrimp.
well, it says all you can eat shrimp. I believe if I read it correctly, uh, ma'am, it says all you can eat shrimp,
That's
and I'm
true.
not done.
That's a good point. But what up, Chad Taylor? Chad Taylor checking in. Hey, if you're watching this on the Slob Show Facebook group, click over to my page and you could comment there because we can't see your comments for some reason on the group. So I had this idea, and I've been calling Red Lobsters, trying to make this happen. I got in touch with the number one person at Red Lobster. Here's my idea: they need to do the Abe Cannon surf and turf burger. Now, Roker, I want you to listen to this burger. Tell me this wouldn't go mainstream. This Red Lobster number one has no burger currently, correct?
I don't believe so.
Okay. Listen to this burger. Okay. A third pound patty, bacon, cheddar, an entire lobster tail, extra mayo on a cheddar bay biscuit bun. The Abe Cannon surf and turf burger at Red Lobster. This would be the thing that would take them out of bankruptcy. Roker, does that not sound like the most delicious burger you ever heard of in your life?
I have a couple of questions.
Yes.
So if they were to do this burger and not call it the Abe Cannon Surf and Turf Burger,
Just call
would
it the
that
surf and
be
turf then.
okay
Just
with you? Okay. I didn't know if the Abe Cannon
well,
name attached to it would have to you're getting a royalty or something
look,
like that.
it's a
Uh,
7:24, right? Let me just make this count. Let me make the statement since you just said that. It's 7:24 on July 3rd. I want Red Lobster to know I'm talking about this right now. So you
Pacific
go
Standard Time, by the way.
Pacific time. That's right.
Yeah,
Central
yeah.
time 9:24, Eastern time 10:24. Listen, Red Lobster. If you go into business for yourself without cutting me in, there's going to be an issue now. And I'm giving them a week to give. I emailed everyone. I left messages. I'm giving them 1 week, and then I got to turn my back.
Well, here's the
I'm bringing
thing.
it.
I kind of have a rule. You're saying Red Lobster doesn't have a burger
Yeah,
because the name of the place is Red Lobster. It shouldn't have a burger.
but broker, desperate times. You
Call
need
for
to have
desperate
desperate measures.
measures. Well, the problem is, are you going to try and now compete with burger? Are you saying they're so desperate they need to put a burger on the menu? I always tell Claire, see, Claire, before she met me, my wife, my lovely wife, Claire, I love you, baby. I don't know if she's probably watching while she's driving home. And she didn't like seafood before she met me. And so anytime we would go to a seafood restaurant, she would order the steak.
Yeah.
Okay. And then she would get the steak. I'm like, hey, how's the steak? She's like, it's not very good. I'm like, you know why it's not very good? Because it's a seafood restaurant.
Yeah.
That's why. So I just have a thing with seafood places having steaks and burgers. I don't think they're going to do them right because it's not their specialty. And I haven't been to Red Lobster in years, but and John Oliver just did a whole thing on this. Everyone that was asked, every news story in the country where they went, Red Lobster's going bankrupt. Every last person on the street said, oh man, you mean no more Cheddar Bay biscuits? Nothing
Yeah.
about seafood.
Yeah.
Cheddar Bay biscuits is the only thing they do well, right?
Well, doesn't that tell you that maybe they should put this burger on the menu? They'll get all these viral videos, Everyone's going to talk about it in the mainstream, and then we'll get Red Lobster back on the map. And then I get a cut, Roker. You'll get a cut as a member of the Slob Show. I mean, you and I are going to make money off this.
I mean, I'll take the money. There's no, when was the last time you were at a Red Lobster? When was the last time you sat down and ate at a Red Lobster?
I went a few weeks ago because on my regular 98 Rock radio show, I was telling the listeners, I had some listeners meet me there. I said, we have to keep Red Lobster in business.
That was because it come out that they were closing a lot of restaurants.
Yeah, and that was the first time I was there in probably 10 years.
Okay, that was the point I was going to make. Before because once you announce you're going bankrupt or once you announce that you're closing, everybody shows up. And then the owners are like, oh man, I wish it was like this all the time. We wouldn't have to close. That's the point I'm trying to make. You hadn't been to Red Lobster in 10 years before that announcement was made.
No. That's why it's going out of business probably because no one's been there in 10 years.
So what John Oliver did was he bought all the equipment out of a particular Red Lobster, bought the whole thing, and then opened up a Red Lobster and just served biscuits.
Really?
Yes. Just served biscuits.
Oh, that's awesome. And how did that go?
It went great. And then he ended up, one Red Lobster owner was pissed because he was trying to bid to buy the equipment from the restaurant, and John Oliver got it. So he was pissed, and it was a bakery. And so John Oliver asked him if he would make like a John Oliver like cupcake.
Yeah.
With his face on it, and he did, and he gave him all the equipment. So,
but Roker,
we had a happy ending. But
I don't know if you heard though what's on this burger: a 1/3 pound patty, bacon, cheddar, extra mayo, entire lobster tail on a cheddar bay biscuit bun. This is the most amazing creation ever. Like even all the people in the Instagram chat are going crazy right now. Emmanuel, Ozzy, Chad, Carlitos.
I don't go to Red Lobster. I don't go to Red Lobster for burgers. I don't go to Red Lobster for bacon. I don't go to Red Lobster for mayo.
Roker,
what else is on it?
A lobster roll has mayo.
Yes. You think Red Lobster is going to have great mayo? I doubt it.
We'll get the Costco helmets.
What else is on the burger?
Bacon, cheddar, an entire lobster tail, a burger patty, extra mayo on a cheddar bay biscuit bun.
I like the cheddar bay biscuit bun. I like the concept. I don't think they'd be able to pull it off. I'm sorry. This is bad radio.
Wow.
I'm not.
Wow.
This
Roker,
is not. Yes. Oh, this is outstanding. Oh my good. This is the greatest idea you have ever had. That's what I'm supposed to say and do. That's the way you're supposed to do it. I'm just saying, me personally, I mean, if I'm going to get, it better be good. How much are they going to charge for that? It better
$20.
be good.
$20.
It better be good.
Roker, we have breaking news coming up because you tried the potato cakes. Arby's brought, but before that, we have the slob of the week.
It's been a big week.
Yeah, we have the slob of the week. This is none other than Conrad from Canada. What's up, Conrad?
What's going on, guys? Can you see me okay?
Oh, yeah. Are you on a VPN? Are you illegally watching, or do you guys get Facebook there in Canada?
We got Facebook.
Oh, okay.
That's just 98 Rock.
Oh, wait. So when you listen to my regular radio show, you listen on the Odyssey app, or how do you listen?
I do listen on the Odyssey app via VPN.
Okay, so how does that work? It just like it lies and makes it think that you're in another city?
Flip on the VPN on my phone, and I got my whole network set up to think it's in the US because I got all these streaming apps that I wouldn't be able to use.
Now, Abe, how does it make you feel that not only that Conrad listens to you and has listened to you for years?
Oh, since
actually
20 years.
But
Day one.
Goes out of his way to listen to you. Goes out of his way to listen to you.
Well, he's a great guy.
You have to beg me to come on here.
Roker, can you do the podcast? Well, here. Let me show you the text message with Roker. This is the text message. Hang on, let me make sure there's nothing I can't show. All right, here. Hang on.
I
Just
gotta
here,
get
look
up
at this.
early. We gotta end
Look at this.
early.
Look at this.
Uh,
I said, just shit. Can you read that? Just a reminder about the podcast tonight. I should be ready to go around 9:05 your time. Long day.
Long day. Long day.
Long
Long
day. he
day.
said.
Wowsy wow. Long day. Yep. Roker's got the rain cloud over his head again.
Long day.
Meanwhile,
Oh my
Conrad's
God.
got shit hooked up to shit and all kinds of. He's on his roof with an antenna and a rainstorm.
Just so I can hear
Just
98
we can
Rock.
listen to Abe. It's
That's
unbelievable.
Yep.
right. That's
Yep.
my boy. Conrad's one of my top guys. Roker, you're like Eeyore from Winnie the Pooh.
That's what I'm saying. Right. Exactly.
Why bother? Why bother?
Where are you in this is the first time that I've ever met you face to face, Conrad. Where in Canada are you?
I'm in Windsor. I've been on here before. I mean, a few years ago, maybe, Roker.
Okay,
been a
so
while.
you're just on the other side.
I'm just on the. Actually, I just got back from the other side. I was in
Okay.
Detroit for a ska punk show. Just got home, realized what time it was, and that the entire family's sleeping. So I
Nice.
walked back into my car.
I was going to ask how often you travel into Detroit. So are you from Canada originally or from?
Yeah.
Okay.
From Canada originally. I have some family lives over here in Michigan, but I am there all the time. Actually, I'll be there tomorrow and most of the rest of this weekend, usually for concerts and sporting events, other things, visiting family. But that's why I thought it would be fitting for today. My 5 picks are a mix of Windsor and Detroit, just considering the uniqueness of where I live.
Nice. Can you do me a favor and
Tell the cops.
since you're in Canada, pick me up some insulin and I'll meet you. I'll pick it. I'll drive to Detroit, pick it up from you.
Roker, I thought you were gonna
I'm
say
only half kidding.
I thought you were gonna say tell the cops not to arrest me next time I go there.
Yeah. I thought the police didn't carry guns in Canada. I thought far away.
The border officers did not about 10 or 15 years ago. They do now. I remember that story, Roker. I remember that they got you mixed up with someone that wasn't you.
Yep. Apparently, I was an international fugitive terrorist.
You should tell that story, Roker, so people are confused thinking you're a terrorist. So just
I'm not. I am not a terrorist. I was getting a new cell phone today. I was in T-Mobile, and somebody bumped into one of the phones, and the alarm went off, and I went, wasn't me. And they were all, you got to do that sometimes when you're black. But I had gone to a Bears game, gone to a Bears-Lions game with some of my friends. We stayed in Windsor because I had free rooms at Caesars.
Yep.
And so we're coming from there to go to Ford Field, first to tailgate and go to the game. And, get to the border, give them my passport. They go, could you step out of the car, please? Oh, yeah, sure.
And you thought it was just a standard get out of the car like you get in Chicago.
No problem. He's like, can you start walking backwards towards me, sir? Sure. And now he's going like this, talking like this to somebody. Next thing I know, like 8 guys with machine guns come running out, pointing them at me and pointing them at the car. Apparently, I share the name of some international fugitive, and they thought I was him. And after an hour or so, because they took me in, was in detention. After an hour or so, I'm like, yeah, we're gonna be coming back because we're staying up here. Could you maybe make a note that I'm not that guy, so this doesn't happen on the way back too? And he's like, I'm not saying it won't happen. I'm like,
Did it happen?
Man. It didn't happen again. But I was telling my friends, I was like, you cannot tell Claire about this. You cannot tell Claire about this. And we had been drinking the night before. We had open bottles of alcohol in the trunk. We were about
Oh
to
my
go
God.
tailgate. We were about to go tailgate. So I was pissed for like the whole. Oh, and we had a 16 parlay that we lost because the Bears couldn't get the ball in the end zone from the 2-yard line right before halftime. And so
Man.
we lost a 16 parlay. So that was it was a good weekend.
Nice little weekend. Hey, Base
Yeah.
is here. What's up, Base?
What up, guys?
Hey,
We
Dave.
have
brother.
Base. You know who this is? It's none other than Conrad.
Nice
Our
to
boy in
finally
Canada.
see you face to face, man.
Of course, we talk. Bases. I listen to his podcast as well. Good guy. He
Appreciate it.
he had some ramen last week, which I'm gonna talk about as well.
I've never been to a ramen spot until last weekend, and it was fantastic.
And you wouldn't know that Conrad's Canadian until he just said about.
You're right.
Did I
Dead
say
giveaway.
that?
The
The
boots.
dead giveaway. The
Oh.
boot.
All right, well, Conrad, let's get now to your Conrad, of course, is the slob of the week. He lives in Canada in Windsor, but that's right by Detroit. So give us your
Yep.
top 5 spots as the slob of the week.
Okay, so like I said, a couple of these are from Windsor. And hang on, sorry.
He's in his car.
I
It's
was
his
gonna say,
family.
they found you
Yeah,
out.
yeah. I didn't feel like getting yelled at tomorrow by my wife for this, so I thought, let me go in the car.
Gotcha.
Um,
You're not in the
He's
garage,
he's
are you?
ashamed of us.
Please don't. We don't want you to have carbon monoxide poisoning. Pull the car out of the garage, Conrad.
What if he died?
It'd be great. It would be great for ratings. I mean, we'd go
I'm outside
viral.
the
But
garage.
okay,
I'm
Just,
outside
if
the
you're
garage.
gonna do it, leave the fifth one and let's not hear it. The biggest cliffhanger of all of them. And
Yeah.
the fifth.
And
and the
finally,
We'll go dark on the fifth one. Go
I
dark.
saved the best for last. Yeah.
dark.
Boom.
Dark.
All right. So starting with I'm going to start with Windsor. So there's a place called the Penalty Box, of course, Canadian Penalty Box, hockey reference. And they have, I got a chicken delight there. It's a pita
Ooh.
that is seasoned. I don't know what the herbs are or seasoning on it. It's unlike any other pita I've ever had. It has shredded lettuce and tomatoes. And the rumor is that they have some kind of greenhouse. I've never seen it, but on site, the restaurant grows its own supply of lettuce, tomatoes, and herbs, which I believe because it always looks the exact same. The tomatoes are always fresh. The lettuce looks fresh all the time. So they make it on site. But the key ingredient here is the delight sauce. So it's called the chicken delight. And the legend has it that the guy who owns this place is the only one that knows the recipe to the delight sauce and that it dies with him. And it is unlike any other sauce I've ever had in any pita. The chicken is so tender. It's just goes down easily. It's just unbelievable.
Conrad, is it a mayo-based sauce?
I was saying, describe the
Yes.
sauce. Is it like a
Yeah,
mayo
yeah.
sauce kind of
Has
deal?
to be.
Yeah, definitely. It's a creamy herb, and it is definitely a mayo-based type of sauce.
Delicious.
And then the fries, you get fries with that, and sometimes you get chicken lemon rice soup as well. But the chicken delight, if you're ever in this area, I mean, I don't know if they're going to let Roker back into this area, but if he ever makes it back,
Yeah. I'll tell him I know you.
Yeah.
yeah.
They're like, Conrad, you're like, where is he? We've been looking for him for a year.
I
No.
crossed.
He wasn't. He's looking for poutine. Poutine out there.
I crossed
Roger's trying to
hundreds.
get poutine.
I've crossed hundreds of times, over my lifetime. So thank God I don't have the same name as Roker because I don't know what that would be like.
There you go.
All right, what's number 4?
Okay. Oh, so that was number 1.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was your favorite.
Oh, sorry. It's not my favorite. I'm just kind of going from Windsor on. That was the first place in Windsor.
Okay, gotcha.
Okay. The second place in Windsor, it's only been around for a few years, but I found out that it's a chain of, it is a chain. It's called, now this is the ramen place base. It's called Ajisen Ramen. I don't know if you've ever heard of this, but I guess it's a worldwide chain. However, in the US, there's only 7 locations, 5 in California, 2 in New York. And we have 2 just in Windsor. And so this is, if you look at on their website, there's this little girl, their logo is this little girl named Chi-chan, and Chi-chan looks happier than a pig in a blanket holding up a bowl of ramen. And what I get from here is the pork original. You can get it with or without the egg. and there's 7 kinds of broth you can get, and they can all be made vegan if you need that. So yeah, the
Don't worry
pork
about that
originates.
here.
Yeah, this is the slob show.
Yeah, that's more for my wife. Anyways, so this place, they're not very big. You go in there, it seats maybe, I don't know, 10 people, 12 people, but especially in the winter, go there at lunch. Oh my God, this broth, however they make this broth with the pork inside, is just unbelievable. And there's noodles in there, but before you get the broth, you got to order an appetizer, and they got a list of appetizers. It's probably 20 different appetizers. I always get the filet mignon, and it's like a wok fired tender beef with bean sprouts and green onions, and it comes out steaming. And you're eating this with chopsticks, of course, and I usually share with a buddy of mine. And you eat this. This is the best filet mignon I've ever had.
Oh
This
my
cut
God.
of it's unbelievable. I can't even believe it's an appetizer. I would order 2 of these and eat them as a meal, and then get the ramen.
So it's a twofer. You get filet and you get ramen.
Absolutely, it's
And
I'm not. Go ahead.
and base, you just had like legit ramen for the first time.
I went to like a real place. It wasn't
Oh.
like one of those 25 cents,
Oh,
somebody,
yeah.
dude,
someone's gonna
it's
drum at 3 in the morning.
flavorful. It's awesome.
Yes. I was shocked how much it was. I didn't realize. I
Oh,
didn't
yeah.
know how cheap of a bowl when they give it to you.
Yeah.
Oh, they give you, yeah, it's a lot. It's
It's
like
deep.
like
It's
$16
deep.
or something, but you're full
Yep.
if you can finish it. You may not even finish it.
Oh no, I
You
do
fin-
that.
oh,
thing
you
now.
finished it,
I do
yeah.
that.
Oh yeah.
I slammed that as pot stickers. There was no problem. There was no
No one loves ramen more than Roker. You should see when you go to a buffet with Roker, he always kicks it off with ramen. He's like, I got to get ramen.
Got to. And
Really?
I'm big with the egg. I usually get an extra egg.
The egg
Get
is
that,
probably
get
the
that,
egg.
get that
The
sous
egg
vide egg. It's delicious.
and that beef. The beef is like the
The
most
beef?
tender beef I've ever had.
It's unbelievable. Well, I never used to get the egg, and then I got the egg one day, or it came with the egg by accident. Oh my God! I'm like, I can't believe I never used to get the egg.
Hey,
You can get an
Conrad,
It's jammy. It's like a really jammy
yeah,
egg.
you can get it. You can get an extra egg too.
Yeah,
it is delicious. Conrad, Chad has a question for you. He said, I have a question
Yeah.
for Conrad. Even though he's
Yeah,
in
yeah.
Canada, but on the border, does he celebrate the 4th of July and does he light fireworks? Good question.
So we just had Canada Day, and that's on the 1st of July.
Right.
And so, yeah, kind of being where I am, we celebrate both. Tomorrow, I
Oh,
will
see,
be over
team
there
holiday.
for the 4th of July. Yeah, kind of do. Hey, just like Thanksgiving, I call ours is the precursor to the real Thanksgiving. Ours is in October, and then the real one happens in November.
And then what is Boxing Day?
Boxing Day, that's it's a shopping day over here.
Okay.
It's like a Black Friday kind of
Okay. But it's like right after Christmas, right? Or something? Or
day after Christmas. Can't forget it. My wife's birthday.
gotcha.
Oh, nice. Roker,
That's
your
my
wife
bro-
is
that's
saying
my
hi to
brother.
Conrad.
It's my brother's birthday too. It's a good day.
Nice.
There you go.
Nice.
Claire Roker is saying hi to Conrad. All right, Conrad.
Hi, Claire.
What's the next
I'm
one?
big fan of Claire the chef.
Oh.
So I got to talk about Windsor Pizza. So Windsor Pizza, it's pretty famous pizza. So it's unique in the sense that we have shredded pepperoni, which you don't really
Ooh.
find anywhere else.
No, I've never heard of
That's
that one.
interesting.
No. So everywhere
does
you
it
get
nice
pizza
and
here.
crispy because it's thin.
Yep. Everywhere you get pizza here has shredded pepperoni, aside from the chain places.
So it's
Now,
almost like
when
a bacon bits, almost kind of.
Yeah.
Because it.
Yeah, but they're shredded
Roger.
lengths, maybe half an
Right.
inch or an
Right.
inch.
Okay.
Roger,
Yeah.
could you imagine telling Lou Malnati's I want the pepperoni shredded?
Interesting. I had never heard of that
heard that
before.
either, but
That sounds really good, actually.
It does.
It's great. So when you bite into like a round pepperoni, sometimes you get the whole pepperoni, right? But the next mouthful could be all cheese.
Right.
The idea is that shredding the pepperoni means that every bite of the pizza should have the taste of pepperoni.
That does sound.
Yeah. So, and then other unique attributes of this kind of pizza, it's cooked on a cornmeal. It's on cornmeal on stone deck ovens, and it's what makes the crust crispy. And it's a thin. It's like a medium thin edge crust, so it's not a deep dish, and it's not a super thin. It's kind of like right in the middle.
Man.
So
Yeah,
it's
it's great.
a flour
That sounds-
crust,
that actually
but they dust the bottom with cornmeal,
Yep.
so that it easily comes in and out. But that cornmeal ends up kind of getting toasted underneath as
Yep.
part of the crust. Yeah,
I've had pizzas on the south side that have done the cornmeal, and I find it too gritty. I don't like the actual grit of it, but the shredded pepperoni, that, like Chad Taylor said, that could be a game changer. That does sound amazing.
Yeah,
Well, let me say this, fellas. We need to, for the Slob Show road trip that we're talking about doing, Vegas is the number one stop, right? Because we have to have that all you can eat barbecue place.
Yeah.
We have to go to the chicken skin place. Vegas is an easy place for us all to meet, but Windsor might be another spot for the Slob Show world tour.
Well, if you make it to, even if you make it to Detroit, I will bring some pizza over.
Oh, shit.
Oh, we'll
Absolutely.
just party in the room. We'll just, I'll get a free room I'll get a free room at the casino. We'll just party in the room.
I don't know. They got Roker's picture up at the border. I don't know.
Oh, that's
Exactly.
true. Do not let this man in.
So the
Wait,
last
Conrad.
part.
Wait, Connor, real quick. Before we do that, we have to go.
They should know your connection of the what's the bunny house in Vegas called?
The Bunny
Oh,
Ranch.
the Bunny Ranch.
Bunny
Ranch. Yeah, they do your connection. They let you back in.
I was just talking to Madame Suzette earlier this morning.
Suzette.
How you doing, Madame Suzette?
This
Is
morning.
she watching?
I don't think she's watching. No, I Facebooked. I DM'd her.
Conrad, we need
Here you go. That thing's on a timer.
We need to go see the RoboCop statue in Detroit. Also, still,
it has not been erected yet. I don't know what they're waiting for.
That
15
one is
years in the making. It's been completed. I've seen what it looks like. It's just not anywhere.
That one is 15 years in the making for us to do a live broadcast in front of that thing.
And I'm holding you to that. That's probably when you're going to get that pizza.
yeah. Conrad, let's quickly get to those last two on your list.
Okay. So now we're in Detroit. We've crossed over the border, and we're in Detroit. And I tried this place not that long ago, but the pizza, it's another pizza place, but it's called Michigan and Trumbull Pizza. So this is Detroit-style pizza, thick crust. And it's only been here for maybe 3 or 4 years. But the couple who started this, they're from here, from Detroit, but they started it in Pittsburgh, moved back, opened it at the corner of Michigan and Trumbull, where Old Tiger Stadium used to be. They've since moved a bit north. But this comes in one size. It's like 6 squares, a deep dish. And you can get a variety of pizzas in red or white sauce. And the one I got was called the Woodward White, had mozzarella, baked ricotta, lemon zest, red pepper flakes, and garlic oil. It was unbelievable. It was one of the best.
No white sauce pizzas for Abe.
No white sauce.
No white sauce.
Oh yeah.
I don't. That almost killed Abe. We're not doing that.
I did. I almost died. I ordered a Giordano's pizza, but I asked for the Abe Fredo, which is Alfredo sauce instead of red sauce. And I honestly, it went in my throat, and I couldn't pull it out. I almost died. Honestly, luckily I got it out.
We need him. We need Abe.
Yeah. So
all right,
that's
what's the last one, Conrad?
Trumbull Pizza. Okay, the last one is Lafayette. So I can't mention Detroit without mentioning Coney Dogs. Lafayette, Coney Island. It's in the heart of Detroit, near Campus Martius, right when you cross. It's nothing fancy. It's a
Is
small
that the
place.
one that's downtown? The one that both of them are right next to each other?
They're side by side. That's right. There's
It's Lafayette and like American or something?
Yeah, that's right. American is the bigger one. Lafayette's a smaller one. Sounds like you've been there.
That's where we went after I got released from jail. That was our last stop on the way back to Chicago, and then it was 3.5 hours of clenched butt cheeks to try and get home before we crap the car from our Coney Dogs.
That's
great.
When I get off this podcast, I'm gonna have to rewind and hear that story.
The great thing about this place, it's open. It's open 365. The family makes the chili that goes on a Coney Dog. Coney Dog has chili, onions, and mustard. It's just a couple bucks. You can get the special. They give you 2 dogs for like $3.75. You get the chili cheese fries, wash it down with the Vernors. Like I said, nothing fancy, but it gets the job done. Like after a show, sporting event, you go there. I mean, $6, you're having four dogs.
Delicious. $4. Damn.
That's pretty good.
Well, Conrad,
Absolutely.
you came correct. What a list. You put the time, the effort in. You're the man. Like Roker said, you're one of the top guys around, and we appreciate you.
It's an honor to be on with all three of you guys. Happy 4th.
I love when people
You're
say
the best. You're the best, dude. You're the best.
We appreciate you. We're like
Love
we
Conrad.
appreciate you. Absolutely.
Conrad's
I
an
will.
OG from our Stern channel, man. We love this guy.
Yeah, Conrad,
Absolutely.
we will be in Detroit when the RoboCop statue is erected. We'll be there, and then we have. If Roker
see
can
you
get into
there.
Windsor, we'll cross over. If Roker
Right.
can't, if
They might
Roker
have to
can't
put
get
me in
I'm
the
not
trunk, but yeah.
I was gonna
guess
say,
so.
let's see, Conrad, you're a squad leader. You're a roadie. What
That's
else is
right.
he? You're a slob.
I'm a
He's got
correspondent. I'm a correspondent.
That's right. He's got a title
He's
for
everywhere.
everywhere Abe's ever gone.
That's
Everywhere
in
I go,
my.
I have to give me a new title.
That's in my.
Awesome.
That's in
Awesome.
my professional signature at work. All those titles.
There you go.
You're the
Signature
man,
line.
Conrad.
Take care, guys.
Thanks again,
you,
man.
dude.
Take
Love
it
that.
See you
easy.
later.
What a guy. You got to love Conrad. That's our kind of guy.
He's loyal.
All right, before we get to this breaking news about the potato cakes, because Roker did try the new potato cake, I just want to get to some of these comments really quick. Let's see. Brock Snyder checking in. I just had that up. Oh, he loves it. He said bang bang, of course. Let's see. Leo checking in. He said you got to show some love to Sack Food Spots. Well, here's the thing, Leo. Most people on here are from Chicago, but Guys for Lunch in right where I live, Roseville, California, better than any sub sandwich I've ever had. The place is called Guys for Lunch. It's a chicken salad sandwich, and it's the greatest thing ever. Go ahead, Base.
You guys have the Jack in the Box. It's coming this way. Tell us what Jack in the Box is, because Chicago does
Now,
not
see,
know.
I'm old
What
enough
are we
to remember when Jack in the Box was in Chicago.
Okay.
Yeah,
well then
I
No, I
remember
remember we
when
were
Jack
young.
in the
Me
Box was
don't
in
know it.
Chicago. But it hasn't
Tell-
been here for more than 40 years. Probably hasn't been here for 45 years.
Okay, well, do tell what am I expecting here when this thing lands? Because there's going to be one, I think maybe 10 minutes from my house.
Yeah, they're building like 10 of them, I think. It's okay. They have like $3 chicken wraps that are pretty good. I mean, it's open 24 hours usually, so that's good. But it's nothing that you're gonna like want. Like I have one right by my house, and I barely go there. But I have so many. I have like In-N-Out and all the other.
But is this like a burger place, or is it like burgers like a Del Taco, or it's everything?
It's a burger place. Their tacos. Remember the Burger King tacos?
Yes.
Yeah.
They taste exactly like the Jack in
I
the
like
Box
those.
tacos.
I like those tacos.
A lot of people
Those are
love
good.
those tacos.
Yeah.
It's just kind of going to be a nostalgia thing. I think it'll be interesting to see how it goes over when it comes back.
It's not bad. I mean, you can't get a bad meal there. It's fine, but it's just like it's not nothing great. It's not like
I had
In-N-Out.
it in like Reno. I had it like when I was at the Bunny Ranch, and I went and got some Jack in the Box. So it probably wasn't number one on the Jack in the Box list across the country.
That wasn't Jack in the Box you're eating.
Yeah,
buddy.
that wasn't.
That
Yeah,
wasn't
exactly.
So,
Different
yeah.
box.
Lots. It wasn't the only Jack in the Box.
All right, well, let's get to it. The potato cakes are officially back at Arby's.
God.
And I saw a picture of Roker next to like a 90-inch TV eating potato cakes. Roker, are they as good as we remember?
Eating potato cakes and watching Die Hard, as a matter of fact. And they were good, and they were crispy. They were just like you remember. I want to know is this like a Coke, a new Coke thing? It's like get rid of it for a year, make people Jones for it, and then bring it back and get all the free publicity and get all of that, because there was no reason for them to take it off the menu. Just like there's no reason.
Made no sense.
There was no reason with the dirty rice for Popeyes.
And half the menu of Taco Bell, they got rid of the double decker. I still I've not gotten over that. The double decker taco was the greatest thing I ever had at Taco Bell. They got rid of it for no reason at all.
Yeah,
it's funny because the potato cakes were back. I was getting texts from people that day. Potato cakes are back. Potato cakes are back. Claire comes home from work with 8 potato cakes.
Nice. 8.
That's my girl. Unannounced. Just walks in the door with a fistful of potato cakes.
Roger lives such a different life. Whenever I see something like that, I'll text Abe. and I'll get a reply that just says, "Cool." Roker
Yeah,
gets text messages and hand delivered 8 of that product like immediately.
That's
Wonderful.
right. That's right.
Awesome.
So they're still good, the same?
Yeah, they were still good. These were crunchy, you know, little oily, just the way you remember.
I gotta tell you,
Do you
I've
remember-
never had it
Kind of
before.
hard to screw up a
I've
potato
never had
cake.
it.
You've never had it?
I have not really done that much Arby's. That's the thing, though. I think I can count on my hand how many times I've actually eaten at Arby's.
Oh my
I
God.
love those types of potatoes. Like, it's kind of like you've had the hash browns at McDonald's, right?
Yes, a million of those.
Very similar.
Okay.
Very similar. That type of a thing.
It looks
Much
better.
much
The
better
picture,
than
it looks
much
wet.
better
Yeah.
than fries.
Base,
I mean,
you ever had
their
like,
curly fries aren't bad, but potato
I-
cakes
I-
are the best.
I gotta tell you, like I said, I'm maybe Arby's. I've been to maybe 12, 15 times in my life. I mean, it's so much
What?
easier to go to there's a McDonald's every 5 feet. In Chicago, we got White Castles. I got a Burger King. There's maybe an Arby's the other town away. I mean, there's never really gone like Arby's, but
Well,
I'll
Arby's
try
is
it. I'll
doing
do it now.
too much, right? Arby's is right. For years, Arby's was roast beef, and they'd have like
Right.
maybe some sliced ham or something like that.
yeah.
And now
Reuben.
they don't even promote the beef anymore. They promote
Yeah.
burgers, the Reubens, the
Yes.
gyros,
Yes.
all those things that you would never go to Arby's for.
They just have the meats. They don't even say what kind of meats anymore. They don't even say meats. Got it.
exactly.
Well, when I was a kid, the Arby's 5 for $5 was right there with the 2 for $2 Whoppers. Like we would have
They had a 5 for
all the
$5
time.
for a while on the app too.
Recently?
Within the last month, I got a credit clear on that one. It was, I don't know if it was for a week or for 2 weeks, but it was through the app only, 5 for $5. Yep.
Oh my God. What a deal. That's why we always say, if you're a Slob Show follower, you must get all the apps. No matter what, you have to be on every single app because you
True.
go to Arby's, get the potato cakes, they probably have a deal. I didn't even know they had 5 for $5. Do I even have the Arby's app? I hope I'm embarrassed if I don't
I
have
was gonna
it.
say, I think I had it, but like I said, I don't go there that often, but I will. There is one. I'll try these potato cakes. I'm down.
But Base, when you were a kid, you like that was one of my go-to meals was the Arby's because they would send Roker. Do you remember the coupons were always in the Sun Times?
Right. Exactly. Yeah.
So it would always be like
my parents never really went that hardcore. We got a lot of Subway when I was a kid. My parents took us to Subway a ton. I had a lot of.
Did you see
Subway
what Subway has now? You see the new thing at Subway, the $3 foot-long dippers?
I did not.
Yeah, I did see that. We'll see what happens. We'll see
It's
if that's
$3. But wait, it's a foot-long thing, like pepperoni, like wrap
Ooh. Yeah, that
for
was good.
$3. I'll try it for $3. Dip it in some mayo. It's probably delicious.
Here's the Arby's app. Right now on my app, it
We have
is
7 million points.
$4 a euro. Buy a burger, get a fountain drink, and a $1 any size fry.
That's not
Those are
bad. It's better
deals
than
right
nothing.
now. Not bad. It's better than you're right. It's better than nothing.
I will say I went to Burger King on a Friday with DJ and my son, and it has got really like dingy in those places. I've gone to a couple Burger Kings by
Well,
me.
why are
And
you
they're
going
all
inside? Don't go inside. You can't go inside a Burger King. That's the number one rule.
all right. When you got a 9-year-old kid, they want that stupid crowd. They want to go in. They want to wear the crowd. That's like a thing.
The one in Countryside, now I haven't been in there in a little bit, but the one in Countryside was clean and nice. It was the nicest Burger King I've ever been in.
What I had, the air conditioner was broken. So on one half of the room, the water was flooded, and they were coming by with like a dirty mop to just kind of make it look as if they're doing something about it. Meanwhile, half the dining room is wet, and we're all kind of sliding into the booth as we walk in. I'm like, "Are you sure you want to eat inside?
Yeah,
you
you don't.
don't.
It's like Oz, right? You just don't want to look behind the curtain. Just go through the drive-through. Oz should have had a drive-through.
Let's wrap it up on this because apparently the only two people on earth who didn't know about the Costco ribeye cap steaks were Base and me, because everyone else is like, oh, it's my favorite. Roker, I get them all the time. Everyone in the Slob Show Facebook group is like, I had it last week. I had it last month. Base and I must be morons that we didn't know about.
No, I've gotten text messages on my own from people going, all right, tell me about this. What is this?
And I want to hear your thoughts on it because you grilled some this week, and I just picked some up today. There were two. Claire, again, God bless her. Third props to Claire in the show. She called ahead. They had 2 packages left. She had them put them on hold for her, and I went and picked them up, and so I ended up getting an 8-pack.
I was at Costco this morning. There had to have been 30 packages of them. There's a ton where I live. There's a lot of the rim shops. But I had other people asking, what did I do? And first of all, that may have.
Oh no, we lost Base.
Wow,
now he's back.
Okay, because we were talking about Conrad, passing out from carbon monoxide before he gave his final thing. Base was like, I grilled mine today, and let me tell you, click.
This is the greatest. No, it was the greatest steaks I ever made. I even let them.
What happened?
Okay, he's doing this shit on purpose now.
No, I did Base. I did that time. I did.
Hey, take your hands off the mouse. We don't need to see Chad Taylor saying I grilled mine today. We're good.
No, Base. I did that on purpose. I did that on purpose.
I know. I can see your eyes looking at everything but the conversation. I know Abe way too. He's mouse happy.
No, the first time I didn't do that.
They were phenomenal.
Base, the first time I didn't do that. The first time it was something on your end.
Right.
No, I swear to God. The second time my hands were like this.
Yeah, they weren't.
I swear. No, Base. I'm telling you.
In your eyes, man.
Base. The first time I'm telling you, it wasn't me. The second time it wasn't. Go ahead. Back to what you were saying.
Okay, so how was it?
I left those things on the grill for longer than it should have been, and they came out a perfect medium rare. And they, like you said, I was able to cut it with a fork. It was the best steak I've ever grilled.
That coloring you got on those were gorgeous.
I know.
It's
I do marinate them though.
Every bite is the best part of the steak. That it's your favorite part of the steak. Every bite, the entire steak. It almost ruins other steaks.
I would say it's close to that Wagyu, except it doesn't have that fatty Wagyu taste. Like Wagyu to me is just too rich. Tastes like steak fat. Yeah, just steak fat. This had like the beef flavor, but the tenderness of that Wagyu, which I appreciate the recommendation, man. That was the best steak I ever grilled.
God, it looked delicious.
For the price, and again, next time you go to a steakhouse, right? Or not like Ronnie's Steakhouse by Columbia, like I used to when I was in college. It was like $5.99. You gotta, And but when the next time you go to a real steakhouse and you just get a ribeye, it's gonna be the cost of that one ribeye is gonna be the price of the entire package of ribeyes.
And these are prime.
And they're prime.
And they're prime.
It's really we should probably start talking about it because they'll raise the price. Because it's a steal.
Yeah, exactly.
It really is. When you think about it, it's ridiculous.
About 10, 13 years ago, just before they started doing those TV shows and how they catch crabs, Costco used to have crab legs for $8.99 a pound.
Really?
And my brother, myself, and his buddies, we'd have a car night. We would get like 5 pounds of them and a bunch of steaks and have a night. And now, since they have all those deadliest catch, it's like $30 a pound and it's only a special.
Yeah.
Like, man, I didn't want to see those things get caught. I just want to eat them.
Yeah.
Dude, they used to feed lobster to prisoners. They used to, that's how, right? I mean, it was trash food.
And they show
lobster again.
They show one television show that somebody could die catching these things. Like, oh, now we got to raise the price. You saw that guy lost an arm.
That's it.
Tomorrow's the 4th of July. So if you want to try these out, go to Costco, get the ribeye caps.
Well, too late because they're going to be closed tomorrow. They're closed.
Friday.
Oh, are they closed?
Yeah.
Friday.
They're not open on the 4th of July.
Oh, that sucks. I need to guess.
Abe, in California, we are. There's like an hour left, so go for it.
Oh, there you go.
No, I think maybe they are open till 9. That's a good point. All right. Well, hey, no SLOB show next week because I'll be in Chicago. So, I wanted to. I'm on vacation.
No, so So when he's in Chicago with the rest of us, no SLOB show. I just want to make sure we're clear on that. When he's on the other side of the country, SLOB show. But when he's actually in Chicago, where Base and Roker is, No slob
No
show.
slob
Well, I mean,
show.
we could do it. Well, I'll just have to like come to one of your houses or something.
No phone call, no text message. He
No
goes
nothing.
dark. He
No
goes
nothing.
dark. Goes dark.
We'll just get a lot of pictures of him eating at different places. We'll get the
Yes.
pictures of him eating at that place next to Maria's. We'll get like he'll be
Oh, yeah, I
at
need to go there.
restaurants that are down the street from our house, and we won't know.
No, it'll be an on this day, and it'll be like the time I got extra mayo on this Mr. Submarine.
You know, we should actually meet there, Three Little Pigs, Roker. Or do you work next week?
Yeah, I work.
Maybe
I
one
don't-
day.
I don't have time to eat lunch, but
No, dinner. Maybe one day after you get off work, we could go to Three Little Pigs.
maybe on a weekend. On a weekend, I'm not going to have
Base?
long day. Just take the text that I sent you today and just copy it to yourself every time you text me.
Yeah, Base,
day.
you missed it
Long
earlier.
day.
Roker was talking
Don't
about
forget,
when I
there's a slob show tonight, and I'm like, long day.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't like Roker with long days.
I know.
Roker
I
too
know.
busy and bogged down with work is not a
No.
world I want to live in.
I'm trying not to show the rest of our text messages.
Yeah, tell me about that.
I'll just take your word for it. Long day.
Just a reminder about the podcast tonight. It should be right around 9:05. He said,
long
long day.
day. Yep,
Long day.
that's it.
Oh, you're getting
All right, well, it is a
hand-fed
long
8
day.
packages of potato cakes. I mean, what the heck, dude? Life's
I took
okay.
first
Nice.
place today. We had our at work, we had this thing called field day where it was all these competitions. My team, the orange team, won first place.
What
and I
was
broke my hand. Look at this.
what was
look
the
at that hand.
competition?
Ugh.
Tug of war, Jenga.
Oh, this is another one of
bags.
these kind of things that companies do in lieu of money. and
Bonuses.
bonuses. Yeah,
Well,
right.
it's like a building.
let's have
extra
let's
thing.
have let's have Battle of the Network Stars and give you a
We
little trophy.
could. We
Yeah.
could give you guys raises, or you could all
Or-
wrestle a rope for half an hour.
Or
For
that's
this
right, and we'll give you an
20
orange
cent
bandana and a
There you
trophy
go.
and a
I
gift
did win
card
this
that
Visa.
can
I did
expire.
win this $100 Visa gift card for first place. Not bad.
I still have
Wonderful.
my $50 Christmas gift card from the Loop from like 2015.
I was
You
like, hey,
remember the-
keep $50 in that card for your copay when they look at your hand to make sure everything's not broken
Yeah,
over there.
exactly.
Right.
No, a
right.
guy actually broke a guy actually broke a finger playing tug of war today.
Great.
The guy that I work with.
Great. Ugh.
But
Well, that
Fun
sounds like
times.
fun.
Roker, do
And
you remember
today,
when we worked at the
Tug of war. I had a doctor's appointment last week, and I'm like, I go, Doc. I'm like, should I get a prostate exam? And he goes, I can give you one right now if you want.
Jesus?
Not the answer I was looking for. Not the answer I was looking for. Yep. He's like, I can give it to you
Bend
right
over.
now. You just yep. He goes, gets the rubber glove, does the old Janine
Ugh.
Blink 182 album. And I'm like,
Yeah.
it's no different than being at work. Knock yourself out.
Let me ask you this, Roker. Were you okay? Now, if I had to, I've never had that done yet. I've never had that done.
Yeah.
If I had that done, you better
Yeah.
believe I wouldn't eat the day before. I would
Oh my
take
God. Oh, poor doctor. I'm already,
Okay.
I don't feel sorry for Abe. I feel sorry for the doctor. Just thinking
Yeah.
about it.
No,
Yeah.
but wait, hang on. So I would take a 2-hour shower, make sure everything is perfectly clean. Now you weren't expecting to have the hand up your ass.
I was
So
not.
were you? Now were you?
I
in
hope
the
it was
type
his
of-
hand. It was,
Hey, look, Ken.
yeah,
No
no
hands.
hands. Oh, wait a
No
minute.
No, but Roker, were you all ready for that kind of service?
I was because I carry butt wipes on me. So
Yeah, but still, I don't know if that's
I had-
enough. He's going deep.
I had it was pretty good. It was he didn't say anything. So
Yeah.
whatever.
What
what's
a
weird?
weird
But it
turn
was
this
not what I was
podcast does.
expecting. Oh yeah, and stupid me. I'm thinking it's like I don't know why I was thinking it was a lab, it was a blood test or something. I don't know what I was thinking. He's like,
You
yeah, I can
meant
give
to
you
say
one
the
right
word-
now. I'm like, oh shit. That's
You
what
meant to
that
say the
means.
word colonoscopy, which
Yeah.
is another that to put you out.
You know what though, Roker? You or any of us here are the last guys, if I were a doctor, that I would want to just jump into it, right? I'd want to prepare myself. Like, God, I got to stick my hand in Roker's ass. Like,
Yeah, I know.
like
That's like,
I would,
this is not what I went to med school for.
yeah, and I would
Yeah.
say, you know what? Let's do it in 3 weeks. I wouldn't just be like, put it on right now. Let's check it out. Like,
Just like,
you're one.
get it over with.
When you guys were in high school, when you played, did you guys have to do a physical where they would like check your balls and everything?
Yes.
The old turn your head and cough.
Yeah. Do you guys did you guys do that every year? In
Dude,
high
every
school?
time I go for a physical every year, they do that.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah.
Okay, because I
do-
remember
I do a physical every year. They do that.
Okay, because I played football freshman year and I wrestled sophomore, junior, and senior years. The first 3 years of high school, when I went to do the cough test, the guy didn't even do anything. He's just like, okay, you're good. Senior year, I'm like, cool, I'm gonna go in, nothing's gonna happen. The guy's like, put on this gown. And then he's like, now lay on your stomach.
You're like, wait a minute, what the? Wait a minute.
And I'm like, what? So that's and then he's like, hang on, I'm almost done. It's like, what the fuck are you doing back? Like,
Was
why?
this Catholic high school?
Yeah. Well, the doctor wasn't. He doesn't care.
Did you hear camera flashing? Did you hear?
I don't know. Was it
Did you hear
the
that?
video guy? Was it the video
Jeffrey
guy?
Epstein was
Yeah,
back there.
right.
Um,
Did the guy adjust the
No, but-
lighting before you?
Was it the guy from
What's-
Michigan State?
he turned on the lights.
Larry Nazar?
Was his last name Sandusky?
Yeah.
We got 1 million of them.
No, but was it Gordon
Never.
Jump from Different Strokes?
Was it a
No.
very special episode of wrestling?
We
Yeah.
played
Did he give you-
Neptune King of the Sea. No, but
Did he
but I
drink
remember
red
he's like,
wine?
what's that base?
Was he having you drink red wine before you did it?
Exactly.
That's not a Mickey Mouse cartoon I've ever seen before.
But he's like, you know, I'm almost done. He was doing all kinds of shit. But I almost made it through high school never having anyone do that to me. So at least you guys have had it done before, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Well,
Okay.
You got to. You got to.
Uh,
By the way, take edibles, go on YouTube and watch the very special episode of Different Strokes. It took Claire and me about 2 hours to get through it because we were laughing so hard.
Dude,
We
the
just
one where,
stop it, like every 30 seconds and
What-
just like start cracking up.
when Arnold jumps up and goes, I don't remember this Mickey Mouse cartoon. I couldn't stop laughing.
It's
uh,
outstanding.
Arnold Dudley has his shirt off. Why don't you take off your shirt? I'm like, Jesus. Different Strokes. We'll wrap it. Let's wrap it up on this. Different Strokes had every fucked up thing happen. Arnold and Dudley almost got molested. Kimberly almost got raped. Dudley's father, who had lung cancer, he tells everyone he has lung cancer. He walks outside the door and lights up a cigarette. Sam McKinney got kidnapped. Remember, he's like, I will kill your parents, Sam. I will kill your
Yes.
parents.
And Santa Claus robbed their Christmas.
Oh, yeah. That too.
Remember the guy?
That was-
he put the gun-
That was
he
the
put
Christmas
gum on the door?
episode.
He
Santa
put the
Claus
gum-
robs the Drummonds.
He put the gum in the door, and I was like, "Oh my god, that's the way he's gonna rob him! I'm gonna check my door right now for gum." I was freaking out when I
Everything-
saw that guy do that
You
trick.
gotta love that.
Everything possible that's messed up happened. So
Oh my God.
the bottom line here is go get those ribeye steak caps, right?
Yes.
And
yes.
potato
Everybody.
cakes.
Everybody. My rule is, and I don't know where your
Full
Costco
circle.
is, Base, that they had a ton of them.
I
Every
just
time
I sent a picture and wrote to Abe. There is like 30 packages of these things.
I always grab them, even if I'm not even in the mood for it. If they
Look at
have
this.
them, I grab them. That's
This
crazy.
is basis
That's
Costco
it.
right here.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're like $45,
all it
$50 each, but it's worth it.
I will say this though, after eating those 3 things this week, I don't need one for the next like 4 months.
No,
That was,
but
a lot.
it's a lot.
It's like,
and you
oh
can't,
no.
dude, you eat like you
No.
at least eat like 2 of them because it's like
Yes.
yeah. I mean,
Take
it's
some
like,
to work. You take it to work. You're making eggs with it, and then after that, you're like, I don't want to see a piece of steak for like 3 months.
Oh, yeah. That's how I'm with sushi. Like I'll go eat sushi, all you can eat or something, and then it's the greatest meal ever, and then you don't want to eat sushi for a month.
Or fish. Or any kind of fish. I don't even want to smell tuna. I don't want any part of that.
Yeah, I had to give up donuts for like a month.
That's the one thing I've never got tired of. I never woke up the next day and go, if I eat another Boston cream, it'll be the last of me.
I'm like, we got to finish them. They're going to go stale. We got to finish them.
You couldn't throw them out.
Travesty. Travesty, yeah. God forbid the 29 cents pieces of stuffed dough. You need to make sure they don't go bad on you.
All right, fellas. So no podcast next week. We'll be back the following Wednesday, right?
Excellent.
Sounds good to me.
All right. Happy 4th
Be
of July,
safe.
fellas.
Everybody come back with two hands next week.
Oh, you know what? Let me say one last thing. One last thing. Now that you brought that up.
Get drunk and throw M80s into the grill. You know who you are.
This is a PS Abe, okay? Keep your kids away from the dude who's missing fingers and holding a lighter. Thank you. That was it.
Sage advice.
It's base. Don't let anyone around DJ.
No.
DJ's not
going around anything.
Do not take him to the Tilt-A-Whirl this weekend.
Done.
All right. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks.
See ya.